goes down low. The 79 gets caught up in it just at the very end. The 67, though, of Nathan Stanley makes it on through free and clear. He, Paul Verdiani, and Larry Dickerson having a drag race down in the for one last attack, getting underneath him, not quite able to make it stick, having to lift once again. Into exit of turn number 4, down onto the front straightaway here. Who's going to win it with the drag race? It's going to be Timothy Pope. First 3 and 4, 751 with a hefty lead here, about a half a car length as the one gets up into the wall with a run down. 200 feet. It's going to be a close one across the line. Garrett Welsh made it 3 wide on the far outside lane, picking up spots left and right here as everybody fighting for every single spot we go. Coming across the line, white flag. So here we go, final lap. Hello and welcome, race fans, into some Sunday night racing action where the field heats on up down here at Texas for the next race here in the set of playoffs. I believe we're coming up on some cuts here, either this race or next race, so it's definitely coming down to the wire, and we'll update y'all on the current standings here in just a little bit. But first, we have to say, well, we don't have to say anything. We'll let the national anthem say it for us here, and we'll be right back with the rest of the intro.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And welcome back. As always, we have to say a huge thank you to the proud supporters here of the NTRL, such as tonight's race sponsor of the NTG trucking community. Thank you guys for jumping on board here tonight and giving us some good vibes over there. So if you're into the America Truck Simulator and all that kind of stuff, be sure to join the NTG trucking community. And man, they do a whole bunch of ride outs and whatever have you, all pretty much all week long, so definitely go and check them on out. And of course, we also have to say a huge thank you to Martin Sports. Some fantastic jerseys and race apparel made on over there. Be sure to go and check them on out for some customized gear. Of course, Davidson Builders up there in that northern New Jersey area. Give them a call if you're looking to maybe do some remodeling or even putting on an addition or just changing out the kitchen sink, and let the pros do it for you with their A+ quality work. Thank you to Davidson Builders. Of course, we have to also thank DEP Graphics, some fantastic paint schemes coming out of that garage every single day. So be sure to be on the lookout for them and get yourself a customized paint scheme here today. Of course, we also have to say a big thank you to Sim Gear Central and their fantastic button boxes over there. Be sure to go check them out as they got all the flip dial turn knob thingies, pretty much really anything that you could possibly think of. And man, it's just gonna help you out in whatever sim experience you're trying to get to and liven it on up. So big thank you to Sim Gear Central. Give me 1 second here, make sure everything's back and running. Yes, it is. And of course, big thank you to Track Bar Media as well. Some fantastic photo and video edits of real life and sim life racing. And I believe they're starting to get into the apparel game as well. So be sure to go on over to Track Bar Media and check them on out. As always, I am Alan Brown, and I am joined by the Brewmaster in general, Mr. Alan English, here in the booth with me tonight. And Mr. English, not necessarily a super speedway here for the Super Speedway League, but we come to the repave of Texas, where, man, this track is mighty fast.
Yeah, definitely not a super speedway. These guys will be reaching some pretty close to super speedway speeds out there, though, as they make laps around this 1.5 miles. But 70% on the fuel mileage there, as Turner will mention, is going to kind of limit these guys as to when they can come in for pits and how they're going to play up the strategy and stuff for tires. The tire wear is going to be pretty terrible here. And with a smaller field, I don't know that. Well, there's still 25 guys out here. That should be just about right for this size of track, I think.
I think you are right, and down there for all the anger and the hatred, it's Mr. Adam Turner, our anger management specialist down there on pit road. And Adam, we come to Texas, where these drivers, it's not an easy task here in these playoffs.
No, this track is tough. I mean, I'll get into the stuff later. I mean, it's always hot in Texas. I don't think it's going to be as hot tonight, but I'm telling you that quad oval is just a mother. And then coming out of 2 seems to be a problem as well on the backstretch. My home track, probably my favorite track, just because I've been in the infield, passed out a couple times. You know, I've been down here and done it. I've lived a life here at this track, and it's fun. It's a good party, and hopefully we'll have a little party tonight. These guys get some stuff ripped off. Maybe somebody will, throw a helmet at another guy or, threaten someone. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. But in the meantime, 1 fast repair, 70% fuel, 3 total sets of tires for 120 laps. That's going to be interesting to see. 18 incident points penalty, 25 incident points disqualified, 88 on the track. That's warm and sticky, but it could be a lot worse here.
Yeah, most definitely it can. As we take a look here at tonight's race info, nice blue skies and a little bit of clouds out there, so these drivers not facing any weather challenges here today, like I was when I was trying to land an airplane down in Florida. Man, that thing, I couldn't see the ground from 100 feet away, but nonetheless, these drivers no issues here tonight. Bringing us down to tonight's key to the race, where, man, you got to beware that Texas heat. It makes angers flare and it makes tires wear. As man, it could be midnight here around this track and it could still be 100 degrees.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, in the middle of the night, it's still going to be in the 90s out there. But looks like we've got some folks popping into the YouTube chat already. KW number 42 says, "Good evening. Going to be a fun one tonight. I'm on the cut line going in tonight, so he's definitely going to have to do his best out there here tonight." Paul Ferdiani says, "Playoffs round number 2. Ding ding. Let's go plus EV racing." Bruce Muehlberger's here saying good evening. Larry Dickerson's here pulling for Team All-Star Racing, and Brittany Cotton definitely confirming that Texas heat. That's something else. It's bad when they come up here.
Well, it didn't used to be. They'd had the race in November, right before they went to Phoenix, I think is how it was scheduled on the schedule. and it was perfect, you know. And then they had one early spring, it wasn't bad. Now they're doing them in like June and September. I mean, it's too hot.
days.
Yeah, it's too hot around here. It's 103 right now, and I'm in the basic Fort Worth Metroplex area, and it is hotter than hell still at this point in time. So kind of
Ain't
different
going
out there.
anywhere either.
No, it's not. But I'm telling you, there's going to be a cool front, one day cool front where it's going to get down to 60 in the morning one time. That's going to be crazy.
Oh, wow.
But then it'll go back to 104 the next day. So it's
Great.
that time of year, you know.
Yeah, that indeed it is. As I figure out that I now actually have to start combing and brushing my hair because it's so dang long. I got a giant knot in it.
Whoa.
Either way, we got some whole bunch of racing action coming on up here in about 20 seconds. I need to do math as well, apparently. But either way, it should be a fantastic show for all y'all out there. Of course, we thank each and every single one of you for joining us out here tonight. If you haven't done so already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you get alerted every single time that we go live. And just in case you haven't heard about it, be sure to hit that thumbs up button as well so we can continue to grow this great community and maybe even get Turner into a cage match with Bill Gates.
Oh yeah, let's do that. I'll pummel that guy. He'll be done for.
Oh man, you're
America
gonna beat up an
will
old
be
man?
free. Yeah, no, he's not an old man. He's an evil, satanic piece of garbage. Guy's ruining America. He's stealing all the farmland. He's trying to kill all the farmers off. Yeah, I'll beat the hell out of him. Let's do it. Let's have a party. Yeah. Is that enough? Do I need to keep going?
I think we get.
He
the
wants you to
idea.
eat grasshoppers, man. Look at this guy's background. He stole Microsoft from some guy who actually put it together. He's a con man. He's a thief. I'm gonna fight him, no problem.
And that indeed it is, as the field starts to line on up down there on pit road. So let's head on down there and tell everybody where their favorite driver is going to be starting here tonight. As down there on pit road, Nick Biddy in the 32 machine is going to get things started on off up at the front. He's going to have the 98 of Canadians' own Connor Leach starting to his outside here tonight in second. 42 Kevin Winker, Captain America, trying to get things started on off here in that second row in third. 18 Joshua Moore trying to get a good finish here tonight as well, sitting there in fourth. Fifth will be the 5 of Mr. Anthony Williams, with the one-legged wonder, Mr. DW himself, starting there in sixth. Seventh will be the 99 of America's driver, Albert Anderson, with the 51 of Chris Klein starting to his outside here in eighth. Ninth will be the 8 of Dylan Mad Max Bryant, with the 77 of the Trister, Tristan Cotton, rounding out the field starting top 10.
Yeah, 76 machine Patrick Mahaney will start in 11th place. Outside of him, right there, the 25 of Lucas Lyons. Row number 7 is going to be Scott Milner in the 31 and the 00 of Joe Bennett. Row 8 is going to be Paul Durkee in the 13, who has Justin Lawson out there pulling for him in YouTube. And Mike Adamson going to also start right there in row number 8. Row number 9 is going to be Tim Stubblefield in the 92, the 33 of Paul the Gambler Ferdiani. Next to him there, and 6 of Joe David and the 88 of Tate Cawthorn round out your top 20.
Yeah, Christopher Jordan in the 78, Zeth Hawley in the 48, 22nd, 23rd, 23 Mark Collins, 23rd, 3 of Skylar Harrod, 24th, Mike Corvo. Corvo. Yeah, Corvo. And the
Like
7th,
Marino.
oh, yeah. 25th, 6th, I don't know. And then the 73 of Josh Keller. Rounds it out. It's all mixed up back there because there are some penalties and stuff, and they didn't qualify. So
Oh, yeah.
we'll figure it out as we go.
And that we shall. And as we go, the pace car leading the field all the way down the back straightaway and into turns 3 and 4. I just noticed there on the wall it's painted with AAA.com. Unfortunately, no,
Not us.
not us.
No. That's those do-gooders that help you on the side of the road where you have to pay them $100 a year.
Yeah.
You pay me $100 a year, you're not getting much out of me.
I was gonna say it's funny. It's it's always nice to have, but you truly, hopefully, never need them.
Well, that's kind of what they bank on, right? But I have used them before, and they can actually come in handy if you have some AAA action.
But they'll be there in about 2 hours, which also means 5 hours.
That's true.
They add another lap of caution here, it looks like, Phyllis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think sorting things on out.
Sweet.
Sorting it out. Got a Canadian on the front row. That's crazy.
Awesome. And the Molson machine. I'm drinking a Molson Coors product right now.
What is it?
Oh, I can't tell you.
Why?
They're not paying because they're not paying me.
Okay. Well, we'll get them to pay you.
This is Milwaukee's Best Light was on sale at time.
Oh, I hadn't seen that in a while.
Yeah.
I probably started drinking those when I was like 13,
It comes out of the Miller plant there. It's like a light Miller Lite, kind of more drinkable Miller Lite.
Huh. Glad you're happy.
Yes.
I am too. You were a little flustered last week, so I'm happy to have you back.
I was? I don't remember. I've slept since then. I've drank a lot of beer since then.
Good short-term memory.
Yeah. It gone.
And speaking of being gone, that pace car comes on down into pit lane, and it's gone as the green flag is out. And here we go for the first time here this evening. Green flag racing down across that start-finish line. The 32 gets a great start here, but he's going to have to block that 42 as he was coming up with a heck full of momentum on that bottom side. In qualifying, the people that qualified up here at the front were hitting 205 miles an hour by themselves. Oh, as we already got early contact.
18 in the 1 is what I saw start to happen there.
Oh, and it just keeps on going.
6 of Joe David got tore up too.
Joshua Moore's car is totaled.
Yeah.
33 Hustler machine of Paul Ferdiani.
Well, it started with Moore. It looked like got cold tires, Brown, hit the wall, came down, caused a big one.
Yeah, let's go ahead and kind of see what happened here with our chopper camera. Oh, yeah, just slid up and snagged that outside wall, yeah. And then straight down into the 5, taking the heavy body shot, and then the one of DW, really nowhere to go. He gets all turned around right in front of, I believe that was Chris Klein down there. 77 into the mix as well. He gets a shot. 00 Joe Bennett, he gets a shot. It's like Oprah down here. Everybody getting a shot.
Yeah, everybody gets the damage. You get damage. You get damage.
Oh,
and Seth Hawley and Josh Kelleher, you get meatball flags.
You get a car. You get a car. Oh my God, I'm so glad that whole debacle's over. Now we have to watch the view. This thing. What a disgrace to humanity that is. What else is going on out there? Everybody's coming down.
Well, I'm
Bruce's message there.
Yeah, I'm gonna comment on that after Brown gets with me.
I mean, everyone's probably coming down because pretty much everybody's got damage from that one way or another. Really, the only people that didn't was the 32. Thank you, Bruce.
Yeah. Oh, the music's on again. Well, also, yeah. Bill Gates did go to the island. That one that's I don't want to say it. The island. Yeah, that one island where they had all them kids down there. It's like really they did bad things. Well, Bill Gates used to love going down there because that's what he likes. And then his old lady wasn't real happy with him. Well, that's why I think she divorced him and took his money. Isn't that right? I don't know. It didn't matter. He's so rich, it doesn't matter. Well, maybe they're still together. You can put up with a lot of stuff for all those billions, But the guy's a hack, con job.
Mike Corvo done for the night.
Already?
Yeah. I don't know if he's going to try to come back or what. Maybe he's having a connection issue or something, but he did manually disconnect. We'll see if he comes back.
Ouch. I hate to see people leave early. Hit that like and subscribe and all that, stuff, man.
I just did hit it. I just hit the like button.
Well, that
I like
doesn't
it.
really do much good when you hit it. We need everybody else to hit
Oh,
it. I mean,
I
if
don't
you
know
want to
how
hit
that
it, that's
works.
cool.
I hit the thumbs down button.
We've probably only had one thumbs down button in our whole iRacing career, and we know who did it. It was some guy trying to sabotage us. Remember
Oh, yeah.
that?
Sure.
This guy had it out for Brown. He hated Brown. I don't know
Yeah, he
why.
did.
And he was the only guy. We figured it out. He was the only guy who ever gave us a thumbs down.
I think it was due to. I think it was due to an incident there at I believe it was South Boston.
Yes, it was a racing deal. They got carried over into a broadcasting deal.
Rival broadcaster.
And he was a rival broadcaster, which he was, that he was what he was. I'm not gonna say, but it just got.
I don't
got a
want to
little. I'm not gonna say it because it's kind of stupid, but our only thumbs down ever. No, it was like a race where he had all his minions give us thumbs down, wasn't it? There was like multiple.
Yeah,
That
he
was
got his
pretty
buddies
funny.
to do the same thing.
They were trying to drive us out of, they were trying to do the, the shadow banning of us. Didn't work. Still rocking along.
The field gets ready to head on back to the green flag here. Lights on the pace car turning on off.
Yeah, that guy was a tool.
What, the pace car driver? Yeah.
Yeah, we know who the guy
You know
is.
what I'm talking about.
We're not going to mention names.
He was online today.
All right, Joshua Moore gets the L for that wreck.
He even said on the radio, "Yep, thank you for that. I deserved it."
Yeah, he knew, man.
He knew what happened.
It was the tires were not warmed up, they're not warmed up, and it just happens. Hopefully, we'll have a better start.
Well, not only that, but it this track, especially coming out of turn number 4 going into that quad oval, it gets really tight down there.
Oh yeah, it really does.
Love the paint on the 76. You seen that one? Henry repeating arms.
Yeah, I do. And 77.
Or not made at all, I think is what they say about that.
Kristen Cotton's got the Dallas Stars old
what is that?
paint scheme. Yeah, the hockey team there in Dallas. They stole them from Minnesota back in the day. It's kind of popular up there in the Metroplex.
That's where they skate around and then smash each other.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh yeah.
Fights.
And that indeed. Speaking of fighting, here we go right back to the fight here of this race at Texas, side by side with the green flag back on out. That 32 Nick Biddy getting another good restart here, but the 98 Connor Leach trying his best to stick with him. 32 trying to diamond that corner entry just a little bit, get back down in front of that 42 of Kevin Winker. The 8 of Dylan Mad Max Bryant starting to shuffle his way up through the field. Ooh, few drivers snagging that outside wall as the lanes kind of snake their way around the back straightaway here as the 42 and the 98 start going back to a good battle side by side. 32 Nick Biddy, though, out in front. Albert Anderson getting his name up into this mix in that Aflac machine, catching on up to the back end of the 89 and the 3.
K-Dub doing his best to try to hold on to that spot. He's got Brett out there pulling for him. Hashtag Winker Nation. And I just saw the comment. Jessica Stubblefield said that last wreck, Tim Stubblefield's in-car camera was a pretty good-looking shot. Sorry we missed that there.
Yeah,
Jessica.
we had a lot going on. We were just talking nonsense. Sorry about that. Where is he right now? Oh, the 99 Albert Anderson sideways. He saved it, didn't he, Brad?
He did. What a save. America's driver using the Aflac insurance to help him back on around.
He didn't even lose that many spots either. That was awesome, man.
Yeah,
Just that Duck riding with him. The Duck stuck his wing out the window and gave him a little extra side force to straighten the car out.
I've used that Duck before. That duck can help you out if you get in a jam. hurt yourself and stuff. That's what happened to me.
Oh, that I'm sure. Meanwhile, behind him, some pretty good racing here with the 48 of Zeth Hawley, trying to mix it on up here with the 51 of Chris Klein. 23 and Mark Collins is there as well, the Mac Daddy.
Great racing all over the racetrack right now. Yahtzee.
Oh. Yeah, a little early for all this crazy racing, but I like it too. One is trying to get around Joe David there. Kind of the middle of the pack, real racy right now.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, it really is. Wow. And same thing with here at the front, the 98 and the 32 going side by side, battling for the lead. The 98 down on that bottom side. And I got a feeling the 32 and Nick Biddy, he's just going to try to keep him on down there. He's really not worried about the pass being made. He's just going to make that 98 eat those tires up.
Yeah, that's kind of what you got to do. If you're up front, you have to pay attention to your tires. I mean, but when the guy's racing you so close, you're a race car driver. You don't want to let him pass, right? I mean, so those guys probably will burn up the tires before everybody else just because they're fighting it out.
Yes, indeed. As they continue to battle down side by side into turns 1 and 2 here once again. Lap number 12, the 42, Kevin Winker. He's looking to maybe get into the mix and get the nose down in there. I don't think he was actually fully committed until he actually got to the corner. And he's like, oh, well, I guess I am going to stay down here. As the 32 of Biddy able to regain that lead from Connor Leach. So now captain of Team Merrick over there in another league is going toe-to-toe. Well, he was going toe-to-toe. Now he's going toe-to-toe with the 8 of Dylan Bryant.
Yeah, Dylan Bryant's such a good driver. So is Winker. I mean, all these guys really in this league are good, but we see those two guys up front quite a bit. Timothy Stubblefield's holding his own up 10 spots in 7th right now. I know the fan club's probably happy about that in Tennessee, even though they stole the Oilers. I mean, they're going to get a new stadium too, I think, is what I'm hearing.
Yes, he's trying to catch on up to the craziness that's out there in front of him, where the 5 of Anthony Williams is kind of holding the back end of this main first group of about 5 or 6 cars up here. You also got the 48 of Zeth Hawley still battling it out here in the mid to the back. 77 Trister Cotton trying to make his way back on up and stop losing positions here. Joshua Moore trying to get back on up towards the front here, as well as the 23 of Mark Collins fights his way alongside of him.
Yeah, kind of figured it out finally. Those cold tires, that's a real thing. I know we kind of beat it in the ground, but that's exactly what happened early. And now I think what we're going to see, Brown, is probably after lap 20, 25, people's tires are going to start really wearing down, so you're going to see some more potential issues coming up.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think there's going to be more sliding up into that outside wall, whether it was intentional to start drifting out that way or not. The more wheel input you put into it, the more that right front is just going to scream and scream and scream to get replaced. As the 42 of Winker continues his battle here with the 8 of Bryant.
Yeah. I think the next race here at this track, like IRL is what the kids call it, in real life. I think it's in September, man. It's going to be so hot. Probably a month away from now. I don't know if I'll make it to that one.
Oh, you don't think so?
I don't like the heat. It's just too hot outside. I've been in the pool, though.
Just get you one of those ice cube air conditioner things.
Just hang out? Yes,
just hang out.
I could probably do it.
Just hang out in the parking lot. You don't need to go into the track where it's just a giant bowl of heat. You can, turn the radio on. You can still hear the cars. You hear when they wreck.
Yeah, I could go get all my merchandise and stuff, right? And I can watch it on the, tailgate, basically, in the parking lot. That's not a bad idea. I could probably do that. Seems like a fun plan.
So 98 and the 8 go side to side. 42 of Winker back up to that back bumper. Nick Biddy now underneath him here, trying to get a good run coming out of 1 and 2. Not going to quite have the run to make the pass work here on the back straightaway, but he's going to stick with it on that bottom side here and try to get that pass done in turns 3 and 4.
It's a pack of 4 cars right here. Let's see, who is this? Durkee, Holly, Josh Moore, and Joe David. They're just battling it out, like this little 4-pack of fight right here. 15th and 16th, 17th.
Let's see. Action is definitely getting good as the 42 of Winker, who is right on that bubble, gets the race lead here at lap number 20. The 48 of Holly trying to continue his rotation back up through this field. Kind of stuck in no man's land right now.
Yeah. Pretty much spreading out for the most part. You know what I want? I want to get a condo over there and rent a condo for the weekend. That would be cool.
Yeah. Well, isn't
Watch
it?
the race
Isn't
from
I
up
thought that
there.
was just a hotel. You can just get a room.
No, I'm pretty sure. I remember when it came out, you could buy them. And I think if you would have bought them then, you probably could have tripled the price now
Oh, I'm
because of the economy.
easily, yeah.
It would have been a good investment.
That it would be, as Stubbs trying to hold off a charging 25 of Lucas Lyons right now.
Mike Adamson behind him right there.
Yeah, not too far off. Patrick
Sorry,
Mahaney
fellas.
up there in
Oh.
third, going side by side with a 32 of Biddy.
Had
What
a
happened?
little washing machine emergency.
Oh, those are always fun. Nothing flooded now, did it?
No. Been down that road before.
Oh, yeah. I know, me too. Here's what I was thinking, we always talk about Bill Gates and how he wants us to have
Yeah.
crickets and grasshoppers as meals and stuff. And I hate this guy with a passion. I really do. I'm American. I believe in American farmers, American beef, all that stuff. But I in my pool, every morning I got to skim out a bunch of grasshoppers. Do you think he's sending me a message like he's just planting grasshoppers
You
over
should
here?
try to go ahead and eat them anyway. Deep fry them, man.
I'm not deep frying a grasshopper.
Why?
They're up in my skimmer, and they're bloated and nasty because they drown themselves because they're stupid.
That'd be right.
No, I don't want to eat a grasshopper. But I think he might have planted them over here, trying to.
Punish you?
Yeah, he's watching.
One lug TV out there pulling for the 77, the 3, and the 88. Make the old 005 proud tonight. Wish I was there with y'all. So that's AJ Evangelista.
It sounds like it with the 005 reference.
I think so.
Put the big brains on English.
Super memory.
Sometimes it kicks in, and then sometimes you can't remember what I asked you 5 minutes ago. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's just part of getting old, I think.
Sure.
Look at this battle for the top 4. It's really good. That old Henry car, that is kind of my favorite right now. That paint scheme. Beautiful. A Haney. Henry rifles, should I say. Oh, Henry was a candy bar, I believe.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so.
It's also a novel.
It was?
I don't know.
Oh.
No, he was the author. He was the author.
Oh, Henry or Henry?
Sure.
God almighty.
I hadn't read any literature that wasn't beer related.
We probably
Long,
need to
long
have
time.
like a book club, guys. I mean, let's be honest. We probably could all be enlightened a little bit.
Sure, yeah.
Probably need to do a book club
We'll air it on.
podcast. Yeah.
Bill Gates has a new book coming out.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll air it. We'll air it on the podcast.
He said, He didn't even know what to do.
She's getting triggered already. Williams has snuck himself up closer to the lead pack there in fifth, Anthony Williams.
Yeah, well, it helps when the leaders keep fighting with each other here and kind of keeping everybody checked on up. Again, back when these guys had fresh tires, they were running, 199, 200 miles an hour as their top speed. Well, now their top speeds kind of trickled on down to about 180, so definitely slower, and the lap times are showing it here as well. They're getting close to about that 2 seconds a lap slower mark here, English.
Yep, and Robert Edgerton out there pulling for Christopher Jordan in the 78. Thank you for being here, Robert. Lots of shout-outs out there tonight. Shauna Flick back with us. Joel Moore back with us, pulling for Winker and Joshua Moore, respectively.
All right, so pit stops. We're going to have two.
Yep.
Cut this thing into thirds. You do like mathematics.
Sure.
40?
Can you get 40, though?
I don't know. I mean, 70% fuel. That's a good question.
We had some caution laps now, so maybe
Just a
that
few.
helped them out on fuel a little bit. But then you got to take into account, you got possible green-white checkers at the end of this deal, so you might have to slide that strategy to the right just a touch. Might come in for a gas and go if they do get another penalty or another caution.
I don't know. You're probably screaming for tires right now.
Yeah, that I am sure. Ooh, is it? I believe that was the 3 of Skylar Herod taking a quick little trip through the grass again. Not advisable, but you can kind of try to shorten up that quad oval a little bit by going down through there.
I don't know if you guys talked about while I was stepped away, but Larry Dickerson, before the green flag even dropped, said that Dylan Bryant's going to win this race. Dylan Bryant doing pretty well out there here tonight so far. Up 7 spots. He's right there. He's making the pass on Kevin Winker right now for the lead.
Ooh, door to door.
Yeah, they've been fighting it out side by side for quite a while now. 76 to Patrick Mahaney, 32, and Nick Biddy still hanging around there as well as we're here on lap 33. So, again, getting closer and closer to those pit stops, but more and more people are starting to try to get up and close to this front group. Again, while they're fighting side by side, all they're doing is slowing each other up. The 88 of Tate Cawthorn going underneath Stubblefield here. Stubbs been bleeding positions just a little bit right now. I think the old tires are getting to him.
8 looking back to the inside of the 76 of Mahaney once again. Trying to reclaim that spot again. They're real close to each other there. Looks like the 8 had a lift just a little bit.
Ooh, now he's pushing forward. I don't know. We've talked to the 8 a bunch, and he's a hell of a driver, but what is the deal with Pepsi? I mean, that's his deal? He really
Why's
is a Pepsi man?
Why not Pepsi?
I mean, I just...
drank the heck out of that stuff.
Pepsi, I thought that was like... it only was cool when Michael Jackson was burning his hair off and stuff with Pepsi stuff.
You just don't drink so much of it that it gives you kidney stones.
Well, I thought it was like people over in India and stuff love Pepsi. I know that.
I was always a Coke guy. I like
Yeah,
that
me too.
citric acid burn.
It's probably both bad for you. Remember when Coke tried to emulate Pepsi because Pepsi was beating them because of Michael Jackson, and they came out with the new Coke. That was a real bomb.
Yeah. People did not like that.
No, they changed the formula. You don't change the formula or something like that. What's wrong with these people? You got to know your audience, just like that one beer company didn't know their audience, and now they're just losing money.
Bleed money, yeah.
Terrible.
Wow.
Part of it's they don't belong
Ooh,
to America
18 up
anymore.
into the outside wall there again with a little bit of a scrape.
Ouch.
And not many American.
No, there's no
Beverage
real.
companies
Yeah,
out
it's
there.
all global, globalist crap.
Well,
Like this
that's why-
Klaus Schwab guy. You ever seen this guy? This guy needs to go straight to hell with George Soros and the rest of them. Gates, all of them. They can just head down there.
Please support your local brew pubs if you got one.
Well, sure. How about grassroots? Support your local Americans.
Yeah.
I don't care what side of the aisle, Democrat, Republican. We got to cut all that crap out. We're all the same. The elitists are trying to take it all from us, and they're dividing us. Let's not let that happen.
I'll talk about someone who's waiting for a divide to happen. The 88 and the 98 have been going side by side, and the one at DW has been stuck behind him, not able to go anywhere. But he's feeling pretty good on those old tires, trying to fight his way on through.
Well,
DW is one of them guys that can save a set of tires. He's pretty good at it. But yeah, it doesn't. When you've got these two guys taking up all the real estate in front of you, it makes it real hard to pass. He's not going to be able to do anything as long as these guys are side by side.
And of course, now that the door has opened, he has to time up that run to get the pass going. As I think someone down there on pit road, 31 Scott Miller, locking up those wheels.
Well,
Is it, or is there a?
it's lap 40 here.
it's showing him in the pits, yeah. So
Oh, and Mark Collins now coming on down. I thought I saw some like engine smoke, but I think it might have been some residual lockup tire kind of
Yeah.
tire spray
Yeah.
going on there.
yeah, he didn't show to have a black flag or a meatball or anything, so he should be good.
Yeah, that cloud of tire smoke just kind of drifted across through.
Remember
the-
they added the smoke? It was so amazing.
Oh,
iRacing does a great job, and it's a great simulation of racing.
Nick Biddy getting a little pressure from the 76 of Mahaney now. 'Cause those guys are battling for position.
You ain't kidding. And you're right, Turner. And then in terms of game design, this thing has been one heck of a ride. I mean, I remember the days when it didn't matter what the track temp was or anything like that. All the tires felt like you were driving on ice no matter where you were. And then you got the dynamic tire model and how track conditions can change. And that brought on the dirt and the dirt side of things. And it's been one heck of a ride here for the iRacing.
Yeah, then you get like Dale Jr. involved, and you bring back North Wilkesboro virtually, and then all of a sudden now we got it back in real life. It all has to do, a lot of it has to do with iRacing. So
Rockingham.
yeah, it's a super awesome racing product that a lot of these guys, I can't afford to race. This is about as good as I can do right here, you know?
And think about USA Speedway down there in Lakeland, Florida. That track's been like a FedEx warehouse parking lot for years now, but you can still go race on USA.
Yeah, bring some of the dead ones back to life. If we can't ever bring it back to life in person, we got iRacing to bring it back to life at least.
That indeed, as the pit cycles continue to roll on through, Adamson and Durkee, the next one's on down. Ooh, looks like a little bit of tire smoke down there on the exit of turn number 2.
Nick Biddy coming down.
Yeah, everybody's calling it out now. We got a bunch of packets, just different groups of guys coming down together. You definitely want to group, like gang up with somebody, right, and pit together. And wouldn't that be part of your strategy?
Well, here, I don't necessarily think so. I think maybe the aerodynamics of traffic around you might actually hurt you here.
Oh. Well, so you just come down when you feel like it then.
Well, at
Leach
least
just coming down.
forward bite, it's going to hurt you. But you know, a little bit of a draft to drag you around, but that's I'd rather have clean air in front of me, really. Good point, Brown.
I occasionally have a couple.
Yeah, you always have good points.
I had to get that, once when I got the knot out of my hair, then, everything.
You get a haircut, hippie. I mean, I gotta go.
Yeah, what are you doing with your hair? You gonna be like a rock star or something?
No, it's, we were hanging around, Paul Durkee with an issue here, and that's also going to bring out the yellow.
Oh, he's sitting there in the turn 2. Was that coming out of pits? Is that how that happened?
I don't know. All I saw was
find out.
Durkee's name pop on up, and then the caution flag waved. Oh man, I think you're right. Coming out of the
Did a Juan Pablo.
he wasn't coming out of the pits. He was out there on
Oh.
the track.
Oh.
Down through the quad oval into turn 1, and then everything just locked up on him and drove straight up into the outside wall.
That almost looked like he lost connection somehow.
It kind of, yeah.
Blew a right front.
Or yeah, could have blown a right front. I have actually blown a tire in iRacing. It does happen.
Yes, it does. It doesn't quite feel like a blown tire yet. It just kind of gives you a meatball flag saying, "Hey, you gotta come in. Your tire gone."
And he knew it was happening because you saw the tires lock up and all the smoke pouring off of them Goodyears as he was headed towards the wall.
Yeah, but anyway, back to my hair because I know that's gonna be
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's more
Maybe this
important actually.
So-
I love you talking about your hair.
sitting
I'm just interested.
sitting around
Go
the
ahead.
campfire with Niche. You know, and she's just like, "Why is your hair so long?" I'm like, "Just because it is." She's like, "Oh, okay. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna do a mullet?" I said, "Maybe." She's like, "Oh, you shouldn't. I don't like mullets." I'm like, "Well, now I'm gonna do a mullet." So,
Yeah, of course.
So we're going out for a mullet.
Okay, I
Excellent.
love a mullet. Hey, get the Boz. Get the old Brian Bosworth from the 80s, man. It was like a mullet, but it was wicked.
I will say I got to start looking for some cans of 80s hairspray to poof up the hair a little bit. Mine
Daly
tends
have
to
a mullet now?
Kind of. It's a pseudo mullet. It's still a
Okay.
little long on the sides. John Daly does what he wants. That guy is Captain America, by the way. Yeah, go with whatever Daly.
Chris Klein, black flag speeding.
Oh, and here on during a yellow flag, that is something you do not want to do. But yeah, you can tell his front
Lucas
end was
Lyons.
busted up.
Lucas Lyons, black flag speeding.
Durkee has manually disconnected, so he might have had an
Oh,
issue,
no.
guys. Yeah.
Hopefully, he can get that remedied and come back in and just turn some laps.
Well, it depends. He did hit that outside wall pretty firm as well, and if he got caught up in that first caution, he may not have any fast repairs left. And
Oh,
That's
I
true.
didn't think about that.
Brown, are you gonna like grow it long enough to where you can perm it in the back?
well,
You know,
I
get it
don't
nice
know
and
I don't know
curly.
all the hair terms because normally it's high and tight, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I need it to be the women out there I need it floofier.
Luthier?
It's not floofy. It's kind of
What?
it because I wear hats 24/7. It's kind of stays matted down. It doesn't poof out.
Well, you need here's what you do. You get some of that hairspray like in the 80s, and then you get you one of those things that's called a hair dryer, and you just hair dry the hell out of it, and you spray it, and then you do all these things to it. But then you get the perm in the back, that way it's curled, man. That's
What
a
I gotta
real-
do is no. What I gotta do is I gotta get me one of those tinted clear green visors like you see in the
Yes, a
in the
visor.
movies.
That's what I was going to recommend.
the old school ones with.
For the bookies. You like all the
Yes.
gambling scenes. They got that green little visor thing.
Yeah. That would be cool. We're going for a new look for you.
Man, I'm all for it.
I like it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go get a new look too. I'm going to get like I'm going to get pinky rings with a ruby on them. And then I'm going to get
Like
my
a
gold chains
mobster?
coming back. Yeah. I used to wear a gold chain all the time when I was like younger and thought I was cool. Bringing that back. And then I'm going to I only have like one tattoo now, but I'm going to get like 500 and I'm going to make a sleeve of them. And it's just going to be wild. So we're all changing our ways, Brown. I like that. Maybe I'll get a mullet too. Solidarity.
Yeah. To answer Robert Egerton's question, I had to look up who that was.
David Cassidy.
Yeah. But yeah, kinda. That.
Oh, there you go. That's an old school look there. The Partridge Family. Where they rode around on that bus. Remember, they were kind of like the Duggars, but without the.
Without all
Weird.
the
Weird.
weird sex crimes.
Yes, I didn't want to say it. I wanted you to. I baited you into
Yeah.
that one. But that's what that show was, right? Kind of like about the Duggars rolling around on a bus and singing groovy tunes. Man, Well,
you need to
I'm
work
gonna.
on your mustache game, though. Both of y'all do.
Oh, I got it. I got a beard going. I'm gonna just cut it into a mustache. But nothing's gonna be as good as yours. You know.
No,
You get.
of course
You're
not.
always twirling it. I see you twirling it sometimes. There, English.
Well, because you get one that's out of place that'll go up your nose or go in your mouth or something. And
That's
you gotta,
gross.
gotta twist them up and get them out of the way.
That's nasty.
Spaghetti
Yahtzee.
is my enemy. He said, it picked the perfect time.
Yeah, he's going to get the straight razor right now. As the
Go shave.
yes, the 8 and the 76 get all lined on up here side by side. Lights on the pace car are off here in turns 3 and 4, which means we're about ready to get back up to it and back to the green flag. A long line down there on the inside of cars that got some wave arounds there. People that were trapped kind of a lap down there during that caution. But nonetheless, here we go once again side by side down into the quad oval we go. Green flag racing here once again at lap 52, approaching the halfway point of this race here already. 8 out in front, the 18 right behind him, 76 there as well, going side by side. 48 is Zeth Hawley trying to figure out a way to get on through. 32 of Nick Biddy, one of those drivers kind of caught in the mid-pack here right now, who is running really good as the 89 gives a little bit of a shove to the back end of the 77.
48's around. That's going to bring out the yellow here.
Ew, avoidance. Yep, everyone made it on by. We got cold tires striking again here, English.
Yeah, it sounded like a little difference of opinion. On what happened
Maybe
here
not.
before
Maybe a little bumpage. We gotta go up to the chopper cam because the chopper man never lies.
That's right.
Oh man, that's hard to tell. I don't think DW touched him here. He got close. Hey, what? Maybe even just sucking the air off of that back spoiler got the 48 loose. Who knows?
Oh, we got guys wrecking under caution here. The 76 is around.
Yeah, double O Joe Bennett there as well.
What happened with that?
DW got. Did he not see the traffic in front of him?
I don't know.
Was
Did he just plow into somebody?
He just went straight into 76 and then 76. I don't know what happened there with double O Joe.
What the heck was that all about?
Well, here's what we'll do. We'll rewind the tape and see if there was some shenanigans or whatnot, but I don't think there was. Doesn't look like it to me. They were just...
Double O, double O and 76 didn't even touch. That was net code.
Okay. Yeah, it was just catching up to the pace car. 76, clutching it to save some fuel. But nothing out of the ordinary. And then I wonder if DW might have forgot which pedal was the clutch pedal and which one was the throttle or something.
Well, he might still be driving with one foot.
Oh, and you know what? The 76 ended up going around because when he dumped the clutch to get back, it just kind of, the differential locked those axles up in the back.
Oh, I got you. That's what happened.
That's
He
what
tried to restart the car.
Yeah.
And he went around. Okay. Yeah, that's why he spun in front of double O.
Oh. Missed a wreck.
But yeah, you missed a couple. You missed one under caution too.
I saw it. I was actually watching the replay. Oh, man.
Definitely insane. Larry Dickerson's got a thing for you here there, Turner, though. Saying, shave your hair off, dress like Stone Cold Steve Austin, and walk up to Bill Gates and just give him a stunner.
Yeah, I love Stone Cold, and I've met him before, actually.
What is the stunner? What does that mean?
Just Google it. Yeah, that's what he needs, though. I think Gates would be a little better off with the...
It's a wrestling move.
Oh, yeah. It'd finish him off.
Is that one you do from like the top rope, or is it one you do?
Well, you just need You can have a beer and do it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just give him this. Yeah, I love me some Steve Austin. He's a legend,
He's a
man.
very
Texas
loud man.
legend. Yeah,
He's a
no,
very
he's
loud man, yeah.
no, he's not. When you meet him in person, he's like a regular person.
Where the hell did you meet him at?
At Shiner at a beer show,
Really?
beer memorabilia show. You know.
Shiner, Texas?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He was picking out stuff for his bar or whatever. You know, his neons and 10 signs and stuff, and he was there just
Was
like the rest of us.
event at the Spotzel Brewery down there?
Yeah.
What?
It
Really?
was down there for a while, then they moved it to the park in town, and
Oh, okay.
but it was
My
cool
dad-
when we'd have it in the brewery
My
yard.
dad worked the automation down there at the Shiner, the Spotzel Brewery down there at Shiner.
Did
After they finished the one at Pearl
he?
in
Mhm.
San Antonio, they did the one out at Shiner.
Yeah, it's come a long way. Just hope they're not bought up by the globalists as well.
I forget who owns them now.
I think it's an American
It's
family.
not AB InBev, but it's
No, I think it's still
another
American.
big
But
company.
yeah, that's the problem. We're selling off everything. Selling off our farmland. We're giving everything away. What do you expect's going to happen? And you got advocates for the Communist Party like Bill Gates, you know, handing it out too. So
I'm
pay
still mad-
attention.
I'm still
Open your
mad
eyes.
about Service Pack 2 for my Windows XP.
Well,
Can't
I'll
believe it done me
give
like
him the
that.
stunner for that. If you want me to, when I'm in the ring with him, I'm gonna say this is for English.
That's for
Service Pack
2, fool.
He does. He don't know what the hell Service Pack 2 is. He stole the whole thing from some other guy.
What?
He stole the company, man. He's not the genius behind it. He's the con job.
Anyway, the 8 and the 18 gonna get things started off here once again up at the front as the pace car lights turn on off. Going back to the green flag here on lap 57, about 3 laps away from that halfway point. And there they go, back under power. The 8 with a fantastic restart down there, getting that power down to the rear wheels and out in front of that 18. Mighty in a hurry. You got the 76 machine able to try to filter his way on up and through as well and steal that second spot away. Now here comes that 00 Joe machine trying to sneak his way on through on that bottom side. Oh, in the back there.
They dying.
They're dying. Oh, the 92 up on his lid and turtled and back over and
Oh, Timothy Stubblefield, what happened?
He got upside down.
Oh man,
They
he
did.
he caught the worst end of what happened to Albert.
Yeah, Albert, just hard, just kept sliding up and hit that outside wall and came back down across the bumper of the 98, 48 there as well as Albert spinning and buffling and comes back across the track and just slams into Stubbs, who goes into the catch fence. Oh my goodness.
Like Stubblefield breakdancing out there.
He definitely let off the gas. You could hear Stubblefield's, just let off the gas, but it was too late. He was in
Man,
bad place. It's not cool for Stubbs
deadly.
or for Albert. That was a rough one for him too. I don't know if he just lost it there or what.
I don't know, but it just slid up the racetrack again. That's that Texas heat. Doesn't matter if you got cold tires or good tires or old tires. This track will make you slide.
It's hot.
Seeing a little bit of everything out here in this race here tonight. Brought to you from Texas Motor Speedway.
I'm gonna head over to Bucky's and grab me an 18 pack of Lone Star Light. And y'all want some sandwiches or anything?
Chicken salad sandwich from the.
You want me to go to the window and you're gonna make me wait for it?
Oh, they got the chopped brisket sandwiches over there. Give me one.
The pre-made ones, because I got to come back in a hurry. I can get up to the window and punch in your order if you want me to at the little kiosk thing. You want me to?
And then
Get your
I'll
chicken
Yahtzee and go get it.
Okay. There,
How
I'll
far
put
is
that-
it to the Buc-ee's from here?
It's probably from the grandstand. Probably half a mile.
Shoot, I might be able to walk it.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
jog it.
Your shoes may melt between there and between the
Wearing my
grandstand and
ropers,
there.
too. I don't know if I.
Oh man, you're the roper guy.
Yeah.
Y'all
You-
roper guys
Barry,
would never let loose of them. You never
No.
just gave it up. You just wouldn't.
No, and you made fun of me at the casino.
Well, I wasn't making fun of you. I just said, look, I wore
You
ropers
pointed
too
it out.
back in the day, but there was a certain group of people who just stayed with them, and you're one of
Well,
them. Just
I don't like
went-
flat-toed cowboy boots. I don't like them.
you just want you're gonna die with that roper on.
Sure.
Kind of like how my granddad died with that big pointy one, the little pointy, real pointy
I
cowboy
had some
boot.
ostrich skins with the
Yeah,
pointy toe too.
he never changed his ways.
We call
either.
them
You're
roach killers because you could get in the corner. If there was one in the corner of your
kinda-
house,
Yeah,
you could get in there and stomp that thing because of that
Yeah.
pointed toe.
Yeah. Man. Interesting stuff. I'm sure everybody's
Get
thrilled
it
by
with
listening to our boot conversation.
Sure.
But I mean, that's what happens when we have cautions. We like to have fun. We can't just totally talk about the race the entire time, Brown, right? We got to have a little fun.
Always.
Okay. I think people have been with us long enough. They understand that.
Dylan Bryant, guys, what do y'all think about that? Up in front now.
Yeah. Larry Dickerson called it, didn't he?
He did call it.
But I mean,
He's driving a hell of a race out there too.
we're halfway through now. So we still have a long way to go, but he's a good driver, so I think he'll be definitely in the running at the end of the thing.
Well, Mahaney in 76, that Chevrolet, he's got the best time out there here so far. He might be one of them Texas Ringer drivers.
Well, they brought out those
Oh,
ringer
yeah.
drivers today over at Indianapolis, the road course,
Oh, did they? I didn't watch it.
like they did in Chicago. Remember that one guy? He was from Australia and he won the Chicago road race.
Oh, he's an Australian guy?
Yeah, he was in this one too, but he didn't win.
There's a V8 supercar guy or something over there in Australia.
Yeah. Well, they're lined back up. They're going to go green again.
Yeah, that they are, as here we go. Getting back to it here. Locked and loaded. 876, 18 the 1, 00, 25, 51, 42, 89, and the 32. All locked in here inside of this top 10 with about halfway left to go. So it's still anybody's race on out there.
Will be a good one here, fellas. We're already past halfway, so it's all downhill from here, but I have a feeling that the aggression is about to kick up a notch here in about 10 or 12 laps.
I believe it's both uphill and downhill, as the
Yeah,
track corners, you go up and then you come back down.
up and down.
Very true.
Or as my dad used to say, it was uphill both ways.
I just got a text from Bill Gates. I'll tell you about it later, Turner.
Oh, God. All right.
Either way, here we go once again, side by side, and the 8 out like shot from a cannon. Out in front here, getting a good restart there. The 18 of Joshua Moore is trying to sneak down underneath the 76 of Patrick Mahaney. 00 Joe there as well, trying to get up underneath him. The 1 of DW is again trying to make his way on through, but just nowhere to go with any of the runs. Oh, look at Lucas Lyons in the 25 shooting down the racetrack.
Yeah, gum. Very, very aggressive move there. 25 trying to inch his way back on up. Timothy Stubblefield, done for the night, has disconnected from the race.
He must have already used his fast repair,
I bet so.
would be my guess.
00 Joe getting pretty loose there.
Hopefully he jumps in here and joins us with all his fans. He's got a fan club. Hate to lose viewers.
It's the 8 smacks the outside wall there pretty hard. He's still stuck up in it. He's losing position after position there, scrubbing a whole bunch of speed, and hopefully doesn't have too much damage.
My goodness, he was in the lead and just slid up and bit the wall.
It only takes one mistake to kind of ruin your day. I don't think that is going to actually ruin his day, but it is going to slow him down for a little bit.
Well, that's the spot you're always talking about, Turner. When you're coming out of 4 and that the quad oval, that wall just kicks to the left, and he just went right up into it.
It's tough. It's all tough up front, and then coming out of 2 is also somewhat tough. And this is just my opinion and what I've observed over the years.
Yeah.
But this is not an easy racetrack by any means. After they did the reconfiguration, it's fairly tough.
I remember when Michael Jackson's hair caught on fire.
You do?
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
It was like a Pepsi commercial, right? I mean, that was the whole reason I mentioned it.
They had pyrotechnics, and he had some
At least-
product in his hair, I guess, and it went up.
It wasn't as bad as when Great White had that pyrotechnics problem, but it still was pretty bad. Burned his hair.
The guy from Metallica, he got
Oh, 89 body shoved the 3 of Skylar Harrod as we're riding around with him here, and that's causing some more caution action down there. And you could just see Skylar Harrod, oh my goodness, quickly trying to get that car wrangled back together.
Anthony Williams caught a big shot there too.
You could see from the 23 had a good view of it, and he just barely made it through all that. Let's see what kind of caused it.
We're live with Skylar Harrod on his driver cam when that happened. You saw him working the wheel there.
I think Adamson got a bump from, was that Biddy? Pushed him up the track into the 3. That's what caused it, man.
Oh man, and with all that smoke, goodness gracious, Collins. Don't know how he made it on through there.
Yeah, he got lucky.
Definitely having a tough go of it. Another person having a tough go of it, Josh Kelleher, here in the 73 machine, trying to get his way at least back towards the lead lap here. Coming down into the pits, getting some damaged all fixed on up. And of course, the guy who's been doing really good here tonight, 32, Nick Biddy, looking to find his way back up through this field.
Dustin with the Y. Man, I was just at Allstat down there in Fredericksburg a couple weeks ago.
Were you really?
Yeah, it is a giant, like, castle what they've created down here. They got so much money, I guess. The beer is solid.
German beer down there.
Yeah, it was a little busy though. You know, they was like having all these younger folks, and I don't want to call them millennials or Ys or whatever, Zs, but they're doing the photos and they're doing. I mean, I just want to drink a cold beer. I don't need all this fancy stuff. But as
They've
far
won
as
a bunch of ABF
beer,
medals and stuff, man.
the beer is solid. Yeah,
deal.
the beer is good. I'm just saying, I don't need all that fancy stuff y'all got going down there in Fredericksburg. You know, just give me a cold one. I'll drink it at the dang convenience store out of a paper sack. That's the kind of guy I am, you know. but the beer is good down there in Fredericksburg at Allstats. I almost bought a hat, but I was like, man, I don't need another hat. I got 4 billion of them, you know. Should have got one for you. That was really selfish of me, English. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're good, man.
You're the brewery, man.
I can't believe that Bill didn't bring me back more beer. He went to Kerrville to the Master Brewers Conference. He was the MC down there. And
Yeah.
he brought back some beers from down there, but nothing from Allstat.
Yeah, there's some good beer down there.
They did a great tour down there. That's awesome.
That's close enough to Lukenbach. It's right off it's not far from Lukenbach. If you've never been to Lukenbach, you should at least go. Now they've turned it into, you know, some mega corporate deal, but it used to be, you know, just a little bitty house out there in a barn, but now it's all kinds of stuff. But it's still cool. You get to feel Lukenbach and history there, which is super cool. Love live music.
Daniel Poachlog out there joining us, of course, from DEP Graphics, saying hands down, Josh in the number 73 had the best paint out there tonight. It was so good that everybody had to hit him and mess his paint up.
Uh-huh.
That's no good. Josh Kelleher, of course, in that black number 73, down there getting it worked on.
I don't think it'll be as pretty as when the thing we kicked off. Adamson did have a fast repair because he's got his is straightened back out after that one, so good for him.
That was pretty beat up.
And it is. Here we go. Let's take a look here at the current point standings after last week, and we're making a cut here as the 15 of Kevin Winker right there on that line. Same thing with that Patrick Mahaney machine. Nick Biddy just a little shy, and Josh Kelleher just a little bit shy. So watch out for them. You got the 48 of Seth Hawley very close to that line as well. 1 point to the good there. And then Scott Milner starts to get a little bit better there.
Big stuff on the line here tonight for a few of them drivers. This is what, round number 3 tonight? Is this round 2 or round 3? This is round 2. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how they're doing the cuts, so I don't know if they're
doing 1 cut a week, I think.
1 cut a week. Oh, so then
I believe so.
Biddy's already out, Kelleher's out, all the guys in red are already out. So it's you got Milner, Hawley, Mahaney, and Winker literally fighting for their lives here to stay inside of this championship. And of course, the 42 of Winker doing a pretty good job of trying to control his own destiny here tonight, and ran around up there at the front for pretty much the entire thing.
Yeah, man. He's doing whatever it takes. Comes the pace car down.
And that indeed. Pace car drops on down into pit lane, which means it's time to go back to the green flag with the 25 and the 42. Getting things all restarted here side by side. Lions not getting the kind of jump that we saw from the 8 machine, but still fighting with that 42 of Winker coming back down across the line. DW and the 18 Joshua Moore going to be side by side back here, as well as Chris Klein and Patrick Mahaney try to shuffle their way on up. You're going 3 wide here. Double O Joe in the middle, 32 up high, 98 down low. Meeting the sandwich going between the lines here. How those guys were able to hang on to it, I do not know.
Yeah, I saw smoke from some tires there. Somebody locked it up, but I think it was Connor Leach.
It was. Yeah, down there on the bottom side. I think he realized he was about to lose it, so he just stomped on that brake and made sure that car stayed straight, and it did a heck of a job there. As the 99 of Anderson tries to hold off the 88. Ooh, Tate Cawthorn gets a little loosey-goosey down there in 3 and 4.
Anderson running a little bit different line through the corners than we see a lot of these guys run. More like kind of like he's trying to diamond the corner a little bit there. As the 51 gives a little shot to the back of the 76 there. Look, he's coming back for more.
Yeah. Super racy. At this point in the race, and it's still fairly early. We're halfway through, but we still got a long way to go.
Yeah, that we do. Well, we're closing in here. We're inside of 50 laps left to go. We're right at the 45 to go mark. Again, most of these guys probably still needing to come down one more time for their final set of pit stops. Most everybody coming down right around lap 48. Others coming down there in the 60s, but I think they're still going to be a little bit short here. So I think we're still at least one pit stop away as the 25 and the 42 continue to have that battle up there for the lead.
Josh Kelleher, you see there on YouTube chat, not happy about the way folks are racing out there for sure. Empty
Oh,
lap
there's
seat got people running like it's 2 laps to go.
Yeah.
Running out of talent.
right from the driver's mouth. That's what I like to hear in a YouTube chat. We're talking about beer, paint schemes, and then drivers get in here and tell us how they really feel, which I really like to see that. I kind of got the feeling that was the case. It got a little too racy too early. There's a time to turn it on, and there's a time to kind of chill during a race, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, you're one of those guys. You're like Greg Klein, just all out all the time. I'll destroy everybody in front of me.
Well, coming up next next Saturday when I'm racing with said Mr. Klein over there at the 24 Hours Around KFC in France.
They got a Kentucky Fried Chicken over there?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, right there.
KFC, what's that?
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Wonder what they call, a #1 KFC in France.
I forgot my French numbers. I couldn't tell you.
Un deux, trois. 1, 2, 3.
Un, deux, trois.
That's 1, 2, 3 in French.
I thought it was a Royale with cheese.
Quarter pound of cheese.
I know. Yeah, no, I know.
Or was it Burger King? I don't remember.
It was
I ain't seen that
McDonald's.
movie in a while.
I don't know, but either way, that should be a fun time. And that one, I don't want to say I'm aggressive there, but I just kind of get into the zone. Le Mans a giant track.
Oh, y'all are at Le Mans.
Yep.
Le Mans. I like how
But you
say
can't
it like you're-
call it the 24 of Le Mans because of licensing, so it's the 24 Hours Around KFC.
That's what they call it.
Well, because there's a KFC there, like right alongside the track,
Okay.
so you're
Wow, that's
going around
crazy. Really? They really did change the licensing to say that?
it. Well,
That's crazy.
no, not really, but
I mean, it's cool. Everything should be American in my book. We saved their ass a million times. They might as well name everything. They ought to be speaking English over there.
oh,
now.
51's going around, beating and banging down there. Oh, good save by the 98. Holy cow!
I'll be dang.
I saw more door panel than I saw a hood on that 98, but he was able to wrangle it back around facing the front way, and now the 51's all over that back bumper, and he's not letting go.
There's a lot of that going on the track. We got the 88 putting the pressure on 00 Joe Bennett here as well. The 3 and the 6 are side by side battling it out.
23 and the 32 and the 89. Man, this is like they're acting like it's their final race ever, man. These guys are really fighting.
There's some beat up bumpers out there for sure.
Yeah.
And that there is, just a whole lot of action to be had out there as the 99 of Albert Anderson tries to sneak up underneath the 51 and also attack the 98. Almost some side-by-side contact there.
We are going to see Josh Kelleher again. He said they got 6 more minutes of repairs on that car. He said he's going to run to the beer stand, go take a leak, kiss the wife. He said the crew's out there beating on that car. Oh, yellow's out.
Yeah.
Ooh, Anthony
Number
Williams in the
3.
5.
Ooh, 8 is involved.
Oh, 8. Oh, I was looking at the wrong caution. Oh, yeah, and he's missing a good chunk of that car.
All right, that started with the 88, hit the wall. Come down on the 3,
He admitted
50.
as much on the radio.
hit the 8, and then whatever else happened behind him. Ouch.
Oh, yeah, 88. Oh, just hard up into that outside fence here in the quad oval, and then, yeah, bounce right back down across the track, getting the 3 and the 8. And, oh, man, the 8 just absolutely going for the spin cycle down there.
I'm telling you, when now you get in racy position, you're in traffic, it gets very nerve-wracking in that quad oval. And it almost feels like that wall just wants to suck you up into it if you're kind of on the outside lane in traffic, and it's for me. I was always nerved out in that quad oval when I had a bunch of traffic around
Oh
me.
yeah,
You know?
here in Charlotte too.
Yeah,
I mean, same kind of deal with that wall is we got. It looks like we got a bunch of folks coming down for service.
they need it. Probably the last one, right, Brown? Money stop, maybe?
I believe you're correct as Kevin Winker guides the field on down and in. Looks like the 33, the Gambler, staying on out here, though. He last pitted on lap 69, which is very nice.
Well, he's trying to get some maybe extra bonus points or something for leading the thing a lap or so. I don't know.
Tate Cawthorn, driver of the 88, the cause of that last wreck there says that he had some problems with the Logitech wheel. Man, the wheel
That's not
decided to go straight on him, and
That's not the place for that to happen, too, because, like I said, it was in traffic.
yep.
That's just a difficult part of the track right there. Probably obviously the most difficult. Both of those little sections in that quad oval are very painful to work when your tires are wearing out. Go ahead.
Zeth Hawley's got a black flag, but he's back out on the track, so he's going to have to come back down and serve that. Did he just pit? Let's see, 48. I can't see his name on the roster here. Last pit of lap 68, so it might have been a passing under caution penalty or something.
That's possible, yeah.
Well, Texas hadn't disappointed, in my opinion. This is what I kind of thought was going to happen.
Yep, absolutely. Paul Ferdiani, let's see how long he can hold on up there in the front. Everybody else on the lead lap pitting right here, lap 85, a couple laps ago here. See what the Gambler has got up his sleeve here.
Hey, well, he's definitely going to gamble something.
The name of the game for him. Hustler Casino. Machine, I don't know where that is. I'm assuming that's a real casino somewhere. Is it a Larry Flint casino?
No.
He's dead now, isn't he?
I don't,
Or is he
I don't
still
know,
alive?
I don't know that either.
I have to use the Googler. Pretty famous in American pop culture.
I hadn't really
Cut.
kept up with him.
Well, yeah, kind of like that guy. Some federal, organization decided to murder over there in Provo. It happens. You get shot every once in a while. I don't know why they shot that old man up in Provo. He's 75 years old. Why didn't they just wait for him to go to the grocery store and snatch him up? Got a lot of questions about that one.
And that indeed, some traffic getting waved around the pace car. Don't care what you guys are talking about.
Nobody wants to comment on that one. Stay away from that one.
I don't want to be next,
I just thought it was bad for business. I mean, if he did something wrong, I get it. If he threatened a alleged president of the United States, that's fine. Why don't you wait for him to go to the grocery store, 7-Eleven, and get him a Slurpee, and then you just snatch his old ass up, and then you go do whatever you want to do at his house instead of going to his house and, pre-dawn raiding it like it's Waco. I don't understand. It's not computing. Am I next, guys?
Do you hear black helicopters?
No, but you don't normally hear them until it's too late.
Well, then there you go.
Oh, God, it's over.
Gonna
I'm
hit-
going to
you're
stop
gonna-
talking. Let's just get back to racing. All this is a joke. It's not really my real feelings. It's a parody account.
Where's the disclaimer? We need to.
It's a parody account, guys. I don't really believe any of this stuff.
All viewpoints
Let's go
of AAA Broadcasting and their presenters of do not reflect the views of such
Yes.
and such. As the pace car comes back on down, and the hustler machine trying to hustle here. Get out in front. He's going to have the 18 of Joshua Moore dragging right behind him. 25 Lucas Lyons a little sluggish there on that restart. The 42 of Kevin Winker is going to start to inch his way down low, try to figure out a way to sneak around him here as we're closing in on the 30 laps to go mark.
Paul, on them older tires, let's see how they fare here with all these guys that are getting theirs warmed up and getting that grip going.
And the answer is not good as they make their way around 3 wide. Kind of a little tight there between the 198 and the 33, but they're unfortunately able to fly around old Paul right now.
More 3 wide here. Albert Anderson's the salami and the sandwich here with Nick Biddy and the 33. He's going to get out of it, stay behind Paul here, let the 32 go.
And 3 wide is something you normally don't see here at Texas.
Not much.
Maybe we would see it a little bit in maybe the trucks, as those are a little bit more stable. But yeah, it's typically don't see 3 wide here. So we're 3 wide here again. Oh my goodness.
Lucas Lyons, found himself in the middle.
Same thing with the one of DW as the 32 found a way to get down low. Now 00 Joe's trying to filter his way on through on the bottom.
Good night. These guys ain't scared to go through wide.
Well, they ought to be. They've been seeing this all night. The crashes and the craziness and the screaming and hollering. I guess it's just in their blood tonight. They want to race to Texas, by God.
Josh Kelleher wants to know if his car looks better, and it looks like a car.
Kind of. It's got the frame still.
Minimum amount of parts on it, I believe,
Yeah.
to be considered an automobile.
It might be more duct tape than it is carbon fiber, but you know what? That's okay.
Must have the baling wire.
I love it around here in the rural areas. You know, I just look. Nobody has a front clip anymore or a hood. You know, that's just fun to watch people driving down the road like that. They're happy.
Yeah, they won't have any lights or anything, but hey, if I've got a semi truck and I've got 50 marker lights on the side of a trailer and one of them's out, they're gonna
you're
park
getting a
me.
ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a ticket. Yeah, it's unfair treatment. It's kind of like what's happening in the. Well, never mind.
I don't have to deal with that anymore.
I digress.
Hey, you do digress as we go 3 wide here once again. The 42 up on the outside. We have seen people. This is why it's called the Super Speedway League. Do the whole champ to champ thing here as Nick Biddy takes control of the lead here once again. And one of the ones that was out in front, the 18 of Joshua Moore, drops down out of the top 10.
He's dropping out. Kevin Winker dropped a bunch of spots.
You know who's moving up? Albert Anderson. After that horrific wreck he was involved in, he's up to 6th.
One of DW trying to fight back for some of the positions he lost, being stuck in that middle of some of that 3 wide action, looking down low on the 98 of Connor Leach.
Ooh, I'm on the edge of my seat now, boys. We're
Yeah,
coming
cool.
down to it. This is going to be exciting.
We still have a lot of laps to go, so we're going to see exciting racing all the way through here.
Yeah,
Currently, Nick Biddy. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Brian.
25 laps left remaining. No more pit stops. I think these guys used up all their tires. So here we go. It's all about this go time now.
Now's the point where you got what you got. Isn't that what the saying is there, Adam?
Yeah,
I mean,
you just got to go with it, right?
you
Hey,
just got to use what you got.
this is
Ain't no
your
time.
hand, and Nick, Ferdiani will know. This is your hand. You're going to play this hand, right?
It's stud. Yeah, you can't swap nothing out now.
Nothing. I got a 2 and a 7. I would have to play it, you know? That's what they're dealing
Gotta
with.
go all in.
All right, Joe. I said Joe Bennett, 00 Joe, and Nick Biddy going after it. 98 and the Mahaney. Oh no, I can't read his number there. Everybody's going after it right there in the top 5.
89 and the 99. Buddy's back here. side by side with each other.
I think Double O Joe, realizing he was just burning up tires down there on the bottom side, filters back into line behind that 32. 89, still looking like he's trying to figure out a way to get around that 99, 98, and the 76 going side by side here.
Yeah, they're still trying to work that out. Albert Anderson's going to have to be patient here behind them.
Like, as far as Double O Joe, don't you do that sometimes? It was like a test run. He's probably maybe feeling out what he had left in those tires and just trying to give it a test run to see what he's going to have to give at the end if it stays like this.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be a good theory.
Well, that's what I did at Michigan. I would toy with people in 3 and 4, but I'd get a good gauge of what I needed to do. They're in the wall a little bit, and then at the end of the last few laps, I'd take advantage. That was Michigan. It's not Texas. I understand.
That's true, but we saw a race at Michigan the other day that was talk about a lot of green flag laps at that.
Ooh, Joshua Moore with some connection issues right now.
Uh-oh.
Blinking rather rapidly right now. I will say, while he is blinking, he's at least doing 240 miles an hour. Or so says iRacing.
240?
It's
Glitching.
when yeah.
Wow. 262.
He's getting up there.
262 miles an hour.
That's
Pretty good.
IndyCar speed right there.
It's in the live timing, the SDK.
Oh, the SDK is all off sometimes. Proven there.
262.5 miles an hour, according to the glitchy.
That sounds like AJ Foyt's running around here in an IndyCar at 262.
Ooh, it's a 98, almost gets into the back bumper of the 76. That's opening up a hole for the 99 as well as the 89. He was looking down low, maybe to make it 3 wide, but neither driver able to pick up the run there.
Those are John Force numbers.
Yeah, exactly.
AJ Foyt
Shirley Muldowney. Yeah. Dang. Hit the like, subscribe, notifications so we can get rid of this Gates guy. He's been on my tail. And this Zuckerberg guy, too. I don't know what his deal is.
They've been messing with you?
Yeah, they just shadow ban me. I get on the YouTube and I do all my research and all that stuff disappears on me. I don't know why.
Well, we still have a Facebook page that advertises. Yeah, it advertises when we have races and puts up a little graphic.
They paying us any money on that thing, or? Oh,
no,
of course not.
We put it out there, so if folks don't know where we're racing tonight, they can go over to the Facebook page and look. It's AAA Broadcasting. Now, we usually put a little flyer up there or something and let folks know what time to tune in.
I'm going to have to check that out. I might have to terrorize that page, you know.
Go like the Facebook page that you're a part of. There, Turner.
Yeah, okay. I'll figure that out. The only thing I like is the Facebook Marketplace thing. You know, you can find some stuff.
Like antiques and stuff.
Yeah, or just junk you don't need.
You can find like one of those old hit and miss engines, you know, to run an ice cream maker or something.
Oh, yeah, those are out there.
Yeah. People are hoarding those now.
Well, they are now. I just go to Harbor Freight. You can get anything you need there.
It's not the same. It didn't have the soul, that big giant flywheel that you got to spin and break your wrist on.
No, there's no soul left, you know. What's left, though, is about 13 laps around, 12, 13. Math is rough, but...
I have 14 going on to 13 here.
Okay.
As Double O Joe and the one of DW were having some good bumper-to-bumper fun there. It's the 76 of Patrick Mahaney slowly creeps his way back on up into the picture, trying to get onto that podium. The 99 of Anderson trying to find a way to get a little bit more speed and get on up there, as well as here comes the one of DW. Look down low for a quick second on Double O, and he's going to tuck back into line there.
Well, I don't know what else you can do, what other strategy you can come up with, unless you saved a whole bunch of tires at this point. Now it's just a free-for-all.
Trying to find schedule here.
Oh. You're looking through the interwebs, huh?
What do you want to know? You want to know what's coming up next week?
Is it
Yeah.
Daytona?
Daytona.
Daytona. Holy smokes. Daytona race sponsored by Prospect Custom Accessories, which I think is on the Double O of Joe Bennett out there. We want to thank tonight's sponsor as well, NTG Trucking, the virtual trucking company, the VTC out there in American Truck Simulator. I am a member. Both of you guys are members as well.
That's
Oh! God, what a shot.
And Double O and the one really going at it here, closing in on the final 10 laps, catching up to some lap traffic here as well. Is that going to play a part in how this thing plays on out? We'll have to wait and see, as here comes the 76 of Mahaney around the outside of the one machine.
So close to making contact between the 1 and the 76 as well.
It's the one. Does he have use of both legs or just one leg still?
I think just one.
Oh, he's struggling out there.
He needs to watch his temperatures, though, Adam, because he's that front clip on that's all wrinkled up. He might have some oil cooler damage or some radiator damage or blockage.
Oh, you don't want any blockage. That's what got Elvis's daughter. You know, you got to be careful with the blockage.
What?
He's hanging in there. Yeah. I mean,
A blockage?
allegedly, that's what happened to her. But I mean, I don't know. I don't believe anything I hear anymore.
Ooh, so we're going almost 3 wide back here. Joshua Moore got some other traffic. It's all kind of neither here nor there, as some of the traffic is lapped out. It's a whole mixed bag of goings on as the 32 of Nick Biddy continues to lead here. 7 laps left to go. 76 and the Double O in tow here. Each driver trying to pick up some all-important points here and stay inside of this championship bubble.
I don't think we're done with the cautions yet, boys. I think the aggression we're seeing is going to cause another caution. I think we're going to rack and stack, and I think we're going to see a couple more.
Well, there you go. You're right. You were right.
Oh,
Where did that go down?
Lucas Lyons going around down in turns 1 and 2. Let's go ahead and take a look see here. Looks like there was some help there. The 23 at his bumper. I don't know if Lyons came down or what. Let's head on up to the chopper. Kind of see what happened here.
Kind of looked like it did. A little
Yeah,
bit.
25 came down, and yeah, he just kind of got loose and really never. It looked like he saved it, but it really was never saved, and it sent him up. Into that outside wall.
English. How'd you get so smart? You called that one within like 12 seconds.
Just lucky there.
Are you like one of them guys that can see into the future? Have you been to the future, English?
Well, I can't really say, but you need to lay off the salt.
Time traveler. Salt. I know that's a big bugaboo of mine. The salt always gets me. Swells me up. I can't fit all these pinky rings on, you know?
Now, while we're pacing here, good chunk of the field, the top 12 all staying on out, and they've kind of got what they've got. But look at Kevin Winker, Joshua Moore, Dylan Bryant, Lucas Lyons, Mark Collins, and Chris Jordan using a spare set that they found somewhere deep in that garage.
I think they might have raided the Goodyear truck.
Yeah, you can do
I thought
that.
they were done. I thought they were done with tires.
You ever heard of those old stories where they'd steal the tires and they'd steal stuff off the... You get that extra edge, yeah. NASCAR boys, they're sneaky. They used to do all kinds of crazy stuff just to cheat and win, you know. Yeah, it's evident in that movie Six Pack when since those kids have to steal everything.
I remember that.
Remember when they stole all the parts off the other car? And Brewster Baker didn't know, allegedly.
Yeah, he used them kids to win.
Yeah, he did. Got himself right back into NASCAR.
He did. Brewster.
Brewster Baker. Oh, man. At least his team motor wasn't Clyde Torkel.
Chicken pit.
Chicken Pit Special. Some good NASCAR movies throughout the years.
Sure.
Recommend those. Which one would you call the holy grail of NASCAR movies? Days of Thunder,
Probably gonna be Days of Thunder, but Talladega Nights was pretty great.
It was awesome. I think I really think the one with Clyde Torkel. What was the name?
Race?
Yeah, Stroke Race. That's probably my favorite one. Yeah.
Was not bad.
We're hearing that we're hearing the owner of the league lay down the law, Brown. He basically said the back of the field has new tires, the front of the field has old tires. You can't be running over everybody because you think you got them fancy new tires.
And
he should have got new tires. He's worried about that.
Well, and it's a not official green-white checker. So not only is time short, but we got people with old tires, people with new tires. We got cats and dogs living together. It's absolute mayhem.
Mass hysteria.
Oh, that's a good one. What movie was that one from?
Ghostbusters.
Okay, yeah.
Dogs and cats live together. Mass hysteria.
Good one.
Look, if I got cars in front of me trying to block me because I've got new tires and they didn't come in,
I'm running over them.
I'm gonna find a way around it, or I'm gonna move them.
Yeah, you have to.
I mean, that's plain and simple.
I'm with you on that.
Don't block the track and go too wide around here and just put around on your old wore out tires.
Oh, we finally got the comment out there on the YouTube. It's been a while.
Strategery for the 18 and the 42. That's Bruce out there, and those are his two cars. Two of the cars he sponsors out there.
All right.
Moore
he's in
and
there.
Winker.
He's probably in their chat telling them what to do, like he's sitting on the box.
Yeah, he does talk them up over there. Likes to get in their chat and motivate them, and he's one of those great sponsors that's very involved with the league and his team.
Here we go. The pace car comes on down into pit road for the first not official green-white checker finish here with the 32 and the 76 getting things all started on off again. Old set of tires for these drivers up here as the 00 fights alongside the 99 of Albert Anderson there. Albert up on the outside lane. The 32 gets a great jump on that restart. The 76 tucks in right behind. 99 00 still going side by side. Adamson and Welch side by side here as well. The 6 machine making a great run up on that far outside lane, trying to figure out a way to try to avoid some contact as we're getting some contact with the 5 as he's 3 wide there with the 42 down on the bottom side. But here they go back across the line. White flag is out. So no more cautions here tonight. It's what you got time. 32 trying to hold up that 76 for all it's worth. Down through turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, getting every inch of draft that he can. 76 tucking into line. But here comes that 42 of Winker. He's going to come up with a head full of steam. Gets right in front of Double O Joe. He's going to make a couple more spots, but I don't think it will be in time, as the 32 of Nick Biddy wins here tonight in a valiant charge there from Kevin Winker, just missing that podium step as the 76 and the 99 finish in front of him.
Now we kind of saw what we thought we might see.
Yeah.
We had a couple guys that had newer tires, and they were trying to get up through the field.
Yeah, Winker was one of them. He almost got onto the podium with those new tires.
Bruce Muehlberger says chrome horn time.
Yeah,
That's what you got to do here at the end.
They raced cleanly there, I think. It was very fair racing at the end.
Yeah, I think so. I didn't see anything too crazy.
There was an incident about 5th to 10th place, somewhere back in there on the last lap. I didn't quite catch it, but didn't affect the front of the pack.
Congrats to Nick Biddy for picking up this win here tonight in that number 32 Ford Mustang. He's going to go out there and burn it down just past the finish.
He's burning it down so hot, it's the sun. The sun is appearing down on the track. Man, that's a burnout.
That's a respectable burnout there.
Yeah, he's going to get him a couple 6 shooters and a cowboy hat for winning this thing. Might as well have some fun with it.
And I believe he's also got some engine damage from it, but that, you know what? Who cares?
Yeah, there's some multicolored smoke coming out of the 32 now. There it goes.
There it
goes. The motor.
Kevin Winker is saying one more lap and he would have had it, and I think he is right. He was coming up, oh man, like a man possessed, just running out of time there.
Yeah, he did run out of time. But, hey, good on these guys in the top 3. America's driver, Albert Anderson, he had a real rough incident early. Spun the thing like a top, and now finished there in 3rd. Or, on 3rd on SDK, what did he actually finish? 2nd? 2nd place finish.
Oh, did he actually steal 2nd?
Yeah, he did. I thought he
did.
did. It was super close, but according to iRacing guidelines, he is 2nd.
Well, let's see what it looks like as they come across the line, because I did not notice that. I thought the 76 had it, but
Yeah. Its official scoring has him 2nd.
yeah, that's not even close. Yeah, he's a full half car in front of the 76.
Yeah, he made a race for it there at the end. Really good stuff.
So in that case, let's head on down to pit road and talk to the first step of the podium here. Tonight's 3rd place finisher, Mr. Patrick Mahaney, in that 76 machine, giving it all he's got here tonight, but just a little bit short, even with some charging traffic behind him here. Man, it was a pretty good run for you tonight, Patrick. I know you got involved a little bit there early on, but for the most part, kept the car clean until the bitter end.
Had a lot of fun. Didn't expect to be in this position at the end of the race here at Texas, to be completely honest. But, I ended up doing better than I thought, and I'll take it.
What a great paint on that car. We enjoyed watching you all night here. And you guys headed to Daytona next week for another cut race. What you thinking about that? Because anything can happen at them big old, 2.5 mile super speedways here in this league. So are you kind of preparing for that?
Well, look, judging from last week, we ran flag to flag, so hopefully we see another one like that, and I don't mess up my pit stop, and I'll have a better outcome. But yeah, it's a good race anytime we do those super speedways like that, and I don't know, it's a lot of fun racing around these dudes. So
Yeah, Texas is probably one of my favorite tracks just because, you know, it's in the general area. I love it, but your paint scheme was awesome tonight. You pushed through, got a podium finish. Couldn't hold off Albert there at the end for second, but still, man, respectable finish. Who'd you like to give some shout outs to?
Man, I appreciate it. I do those paints myself. Kind of new at it, so but they're getting better. I'd like to say, thanks to Derek for putting on the league. Kyle Davidson for getting me over here, man. He really got me going and kind of has a sponsorship going for me. So I really got to give him the biggest shout out out of anybody. Other than that, all my teammates over at Plus EV, we got Josh, K-Dub, Paul, Zeth, Joe. Love the dudes. Love racing with those guys.
Awesome, man. Well, great running out there tonight for the 76 machine. Mr. Patrick Mahaney finishing in third here tonight, man. Congratulations and good luck next week over there at Daytona there, buddy.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. Have a good night.
And there's got some decent facial hair, don't he?
Yeah, Daddy does, and American flag in the background. That's a Turner man right there. So we take a step up on this podium and talk with America's driver, who, man, talk about getting beaten, battered, and bruised in the first half of that race here, Albert. Somehow you managed to find your way up here at the end, and you get even a little bit of a drag race of a win there to steal second away. Unmute yourself, Albert.
To us, Albert. Talk to us now.
Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, that was intense, man. That was one heck of a race there. From start to finish, it was a battle, that's for sure.
What was your biggest challenge out there? Was it the tire wear, or was it the traffic out there? I mean, the traffic was just difficult and it was hard to pass. And once you got folks too wide in front of you, you couldn't go nowhere.
Yeah, the traffic was a huge issue because I had a fast car all night and felt like I had a fast car, and I was trying to save tires, backing up the turns a little bit. But once the guys started backing up to you, and if you were faster and they were racing too wide, the only way to get around them is to put them 3 wide. And I had to do that a couple times, dive in deep on the bottom and just, put the guys 3 wide. I hate doing that, but that's really the only way you can make up positions here until everybody gets single file.
Yeah, you got spun like a top. I think that was in the backstretch at early on in the race, and you came back from that. So that was that would put you in a tougher position. But holding that last lap, you really kind of pushed forward and got yourself in extra position. Talk about that and talk about some shout outs.
Yeah, I had to start from the pits. So I had to start the race dead last. And then a few laps in, I pounded the wall and had to come down and use a fast repair. So I had to race back from both of those 2 incidences and recover from that. One of my competitors, Lucas Lyons, said, "Hey, I hope you're not trying to wreck me," or something to that point. And I got into his back bumper a couple times, but I certainly wasn't trying to wreck him. I don't know what he was talking about there, but yeah, overall it was a good night. Second place on the podium, good points night, and thank you to my team, All Star Racing. On this side, Mike and Dylan Bryant, Larry Dickerson, and thank you to Derek for putting the show on. He puts on a good show. He does a good job managing everything. Him, Mark Collins, all our admins, and my fans that come out and watch me race, and the fans that come out and watch everybody else race, and you guys in the booth.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations to that 99 of Mr. Albert Anderson, picking up the second place finish here tonight in Texas, man. Go enjoy this second place finish here tonight, buddy, and we'll see you back out here in action again next week over at Daytona.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. We'll see you next time.
And with that, we move up one final step, and it's a man who is very happy to see this one as he started up on the front. He finishes up on the front. It's going to be the 32 of Mr. Nick Biddy picking up the race win here tonight at Texas, man. Congratulations, Nick. It was definitely a hard-fought fight out there. Saw you kind of filter your way backwards, forwards, backwards, and forwards. But in the end, you've managed to run back up there right at the right time.
Man, how about that? Yeah, come on. Woo! First ever league win, boys. I'll take that. I'll take it.
Well, congratulations, man. I'm glad you're pumped. We're pumped for you. It was good to see that 32 Ford Mustang running so well out there with Nick Biddy Designs painted on that car.
Yes,
and,
sir.
Congratulations out there, buddy. I tell you what, man, it's going to be a tough road to hoe. Next week, you got Daytona coming up, and as we know, anything can happen out there. And but you seem to be doing pretty good out there. I don't know who's on the cut line.
I was
coming up next week.
I was.
But for next week, I think you're probably pretty solid, ain't you?
I am now. I think I was 16th. 16th coming into this one. So I needed I needed a top 5 at least. So why not just put that thing on the top podium, top shelf, huh?
Yeah, you did it, and you're excited. You should be, because this track is awesome. It's very challenging to win here. Is something else. I mean, it is tough, and you did it. Great job. Congrats. Who'd you like to throw some shout outs to?
Hey man, just my low line team, Anthony, Mike, and Joe. My beautiful smoking hot wife, Jessie Biddy. I'm coming upstairs in a minute, babe. I'm on the way. Got a winner coming up there with a big old trophy. What do they give you here? Is it it's not a guitar? Oh, my cowboy hat and my guns.
Yeah.
Oh no, thanks guys. I appreciate it. You guys are doing a great job.
Awesome, man. Well, again, we won't. Apparently, we're not going to hold you up any longer, there, Nick. I know you got better places to be, man.
There is going to be some property destroyed in Dawsonville, Georgia tonight. Let me tell you that.
Well, definitely go and celebrate this win there, buddy. Good luck next week over there at Daytona. Mr. Nick Biddy, the 32 machine winner, here tonight at Texas.
Is that siren going to go off down there?
I had it going. Yeah, I didn't hear it.
I couldn't hear it, no.
Well, you know how these headphones are.
Nice.
I had it loaded up the whole time, and it didn't play through. So, oh well. All right, y'all have a good night. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right.
That was the best interview ever.
I love it when people are so excited. Albert had one early on in his career that was really good too, but just the excitement. You could hear it in his voice. He's super happy. First league win here at Texas. Awesome, man. Good job for him.
And it was definitely a very exciting race, to say the least. So how about we kind of ease things back on down just a little bit and tell everybody where their favorite driver ended up finishing here after all the madness, as that 32 of Mr. Nick Biddy picking up the race win. Albert Anderson in the 99 fights his way on up and through a heavy load of traffic there. Finishes here tonight in second. 76 Patrick Mahaney just getting drag raced to the line there, able to pick up the third. The 42 of Kevin Winker, he had a strategy, he stuck to the strategy, and oh man, did it almost pay off. Needed about one more lap, but the 42 machine just a little short there, finishing in fourth. 00 Joe Bennett as well, having a great run out there tonight, up 9 spots on the day to finish inside that top 5. 25 Lucas Lyons, another one of those drivers that took tires here late, ends up moving up 6 spots to finish in that 6th position. 89 Mike Adamson having a pretty solid run here tonight as well, finishing in 7th. 8th will be that 98 of Connor Leach, representing Canada pretty well here tonight. He was definitely involved in all the action here. You got the 6 of Joe David having a great run as well, finishing tonight in 9th. With the Mac Daddy, Mr. Mark Collins of the 23 machine, your hard charger of the day, up 13 spots, rounding out your field's top 10.
Yeah, the 18 car, Josh Moore, in that Muhlenberger Custom Homes machine, he'll finish in 11th. 12th will be Chris Klein in the 51. The 5 of Anthony Williams will drop a few spots here tonight after starting in 5th. He'll finish 13th. Derek Welch on some old tires there towards the end. He'll drop to 14th place in that one car. The 78 of Christopher Jordan finished in 15th place. 16th, Skylar Harrod in the 3. The 33 of Paul Ferdiani, the gambler, finishes right about where he started there, mid-pack in the 17th place. Scott Milner finishes 18th in that 31 car, the last car on the lead lap. The first car 1 lap down, Dylan Bryant in the 8 car, dropped 10 spots officially there. He did get disqualified, I believe, for an outburst on the radio there. He'll finish in 19th. 20th will be Mike Corvo in the 7. Go ahead there, buddy.
77 Tristan Cotton, 21st, 22nd, 48 is Zeth Hawley. 73 Josh Kelleher, we heard his problems here. He talked to us on the YouTube channel. 23rd, 24th, Tate Cawthorn in 88. 92 of Timothy Stubblefield, had a rough one there in 25th. 26th, Paul Durkee in that 13. 76 laps down, had a rough one, but come back next week. Let's do it all over again.
And that indeed, and that is your race field here tonight from Texas. As always, we thank you all for tuning in and watching and having a great time here with us tonight, because you guys are the reason why we do this. Just ask that if you haven't done so already, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, so you get alerted every single time that we go live. And of course, you know, if you do like it, be sure to hit that thumbs up button as well, so that way we can continue to grow this fantastic racing community that we got going on over here. We also have to say a huge thank you to tonight's race sponsor of NTG Trucking and their fantastic community. If you're into the American Truck Sim or even Europe Truck Sim, be sure to head on over to Numb Thumbs Gaming and get yourself all signed on up and join the NTG Trucking company there on, I think it's Trucksbook, and help them run them miles, because boy, they got those miles running. So again, big thank you to them, and of course, as well, a huge thank you to Track Bar Media, Martin Sports, Davidson Builders, DEP Graphics, and Sim Gear Central for being a critical part in helping run this NTRL Super Speedway League, because without their support, none of this would ever happen. So thank you guys so very much. So with that, we close things down here tonight. We look forward to tomorrow night as the playoffs continue for the next-gen cars. Looks like they're going to be going over to New Hampshire, back up to my neck of the woods here. So, don't bother tuning in. I'm kidding. I want everybody here for that one. It's playoff time, which means everything's on the line. Looking forward for a good race there tomorrow night. And, yeah, a whole bunch of other stuff coming up here later on this week as well, but we'll get to it when we get to it. Till then, I'm Alan Brown for Alan English and Adam Turner. We're signing off.
We gone.
See ya.